Hello, and welcome to the next episode of Campgrounds in Small Town America. And I found a nice one this time. Paxico, Kansas, which is located in the northeast part of Kansas. And it's a town of about 200 people just off Interstate I-70. The name of the campground is Mill Creek Campground. It's a privately owned and run campground. Paxico is about 150 to 200 miles west of Kansas City. To get to it, you get off of I-70 onto Kansas State Highway 138, which is a very small state highway, which takes you to the very small town of Paxico, which is about 200 people, full-time residents. They have no gas stations, and there is a restaurant that is open 5 days a week, currently closed Sunday and Monday. There's an antique store that's open pretty much Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. There's a winery here, for those who are interested in that. And the thing is there's a museum and several old classic old Western buildings here that have been preserved or been recreated. From the middle of Paxico, which there really isn't that much of the town, you cross the railroad tracks and there will be a big green sign that says Mill Creek Campground this way, to the right. Follow that down about half a mile or so and it drops you right into the campground. There's really no place you can get, once you cross the railroad tracks, there's really no way you can get lost because on one side you have Mill Creek and on the other side you have the railroad track. Mill Creek Campground obviously is located on the banks of Mill Creek. There is fishing here. However, you will require a Kansas fishing license if you want to be an angler here. The campground itself is approximately 20 RV sites and I figured about 5 to 10 tent sites. But I figure in a pinch, I could probably put a few more tent sites in other places. And the RV sites have enough grass between them that you could definitely put a tent up there. There are fire circles and picnic tables scattered throughout the campground. Campground is of the standard full service style with flush toilets and showers and hookups. Oh, by the way, whether you're an RVer or a tent person, the electric is only about $10 more for that. I think the price is really reasonable for a tent site. It's $20 for a regular tent site, and if you want electric, that's only another 10. We did a fair amount of research on this one. It was one of our alternate sites. However, it didn't really fit our final plans, and actually on the day of traveling through this area, it definitely did not fit into our plans as in timing. This campground also is approximately 20 miles off the Oregon Trail, which also meant that it was not the best suited for us. However, if you're traveling I-70 or you're in this area, I think this is a pretty good choice. In fact, there's quite a number of campgrounds in the area, not a huge number, but this one is the owners and managers of the campground apparently are very nice. So what would I rate this campground? I would say that the only thing that was holding back is there were a few comments about the campsites being a little bit small. I disagree. I think they're pretty darn good size. The other one was that the showers um, and toilet facilities were a bit dated, but yeah, come on, you're camping. I don't think it's really something that would be a big deal. So I'll take one mark off for that. But as in they say the showers are a little low placed and the pressure is not the greatest. But like I said, small town, you're not going to get great water pressure, especially in drought here, which this last one was. The rates are current as of 2020. So my final rating on this would be an 8, with the -1 being the shower. Oh, and I mentioned also that the railroad tracks are pretty darn close, and it's main line, and the trains are quite frequent. So I would say the noise level of this place would definitely not be secluded. So an 8 is I think very fair. They also offer some food restaurant type food service. I saw pizza mentioned and breakfast mentioned. You should call ahead on that. Also, but this is a this is a very important thing because, as I mentioned before, the only restaurant in town is open 5 days a week. Please also note that there is no gas station in town here, so it is a little bit limiting on that end. I like this campground. If we had aligned with time and all, we probably would have stayed here. And I think it's one of the better campgrounds for miles and miles around. I would call ahead because this campground is a smaller one and it's entirely possible during the summertime it would fill up. And definitely call if you're thinking of possibly getting pizza or breakfast out here. Make sure that it's actually available on the day that you're arriving. Well, this is Danusa. On to the next one.